When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSInstitute.com.
Stuck in a boring, low-paid job? By 2017, there will be a shortage of 2 million cybersecurity jobs worldwide. If you have a technical background but don't have a computer certification, you're being drastically underpaid. In months, you could be qualified for a new job in information technology, making real money with real job security. A new career is just a few clicks away at thecodeoflearning.com.
You're listening to The Rod Eccles Show.
Back. Oh my goodness, we're at the last segment already. The fastest 2 hours on Internet Talk Radio. I tell you, this time just flies by. We've already got an hour and a half under our belt. Unbelievable. Hey, yesterday when everybody was talking about the Mizzou, that Mizzou professor who was looking for muscle to manhandle and physically escort journalists out of the area where they were protesting, the protest area, the safe space. This is a safe space. You can't come in here. This is a safe space. So the kids, what? What's a safe space? Safe from what? I would think that the reason why you would want first of all, the lamestream media is probably on your side. So they're your people, for one. And two, how is anything going to change if nobody outside of the university or outside of the campus knows what's going on? You can't put any pressure on. Look, it's like, if we don't know what's happening inside a state prison, if there are awful conditions, I mean, if the prisoners are just, inhumanly handled and nobody from the outside knows, who cares if the prisoners all of a sudden erupt, and have a revolt inside the prison? If nobody from the outside finds out and broadcasts it and lets everybody else know, you know what the prison people are going to do? They're just going to start pointing their guns and say, hey, bang, bang, go back to your cells or you're dead. I mean, nobody's going to know. I mean, that's the dumbest thing. This is a safe space. You can't be here. Somebody help me get him out of here. I mean, well, that professor, a professor of mass communication at that, so she should know better than trying to keep the mass media off the campus or out of the safe space or safe zone or what. What are they? What are these, like 5-year-olds? This is safe space, safe zone. You keep. No. This is why I say these 18 to 21, they're kids. They have a safe space on campus. Yeah, there's no such thing as a safe space in the real world. Well, yeah, maybe that safe space is your home. You go home. That's your safe space. That's where you create your safe space, in your home. You can keep all the negative stuff out that you don't want to. You go in your house, you shut the windows, you turn off TV. That's your safe space. You're out in public. There's no safe space out in public. Not for what they're talking about a safe space is. I mean, that's just the most ridiculous, asinine thing I've ever heard of. They're on a public college, public campus. First of all, they're on a college campus. It's a public college, meaning that the taxpayers foot at least part of the bill for it. And they're on public property. And you want to tell it's a safe space? Well, and you are a professor of mass communication. I would hate to have been a student in her class then, because I obviously didn't learn anything if I was her student, because she obviously didn't know how to handle the media properly, and she's supposed to be this type of person that's supposed to be able to handle that kind of stuff. Well, that professor has announced, after telling students to stand up. There's another professor who's also doing the cowardly thing. The liberals just don't have a backbone. And he could have been a conservative, Rod. If he was a conservative teacher and he bent over like that, no, he's not a conservative. I'm sorry. Conservatives have a backbone. So you have this from the Daily Caller. The other professor, this is a safe space. Well, she's resigned, and I guess I don't know. Either she resigned or she was on her own, or she was asked to resign. Either way, she was going to be gone. From the stories of the articles that I've seen, that she had to go. Well, she had to go because she was just proven to be stupid. Actually, you can't have a stupid professor. But anyway, here's this other Mizzou professor. Resigns after telling students to stand up to bullies. Now, the funny thing is why he resigned. A professor at the University of Missouri, so says the Daily Caller.com, has announced his resignation, hounded out after refusing to cancel an exam and telling students to stand up to online threats. The situation developed with incredible speed to drive nutrition and psychology professor Dale Brigham, Brigham, from his position at I would have just said, look, you're not there, you get an F. I'm not going anywhere. Guys, you got to learn how to stand up for yourselves instead of cowering back. I can't believe he hurt my feelings. Oh, my God. Brigham has scheduled a Wednesday exam for his nutritional science 1034 class. Some students emailed Tuesday night asking if they could skip the exam and make it up later, saying they were afraid to attend class due to threats posted online against black. Really? They were afraid of threats against black students. And we found out that these threats were fake. Now, I got that story in my pile somewhere. A lot of this stuff was faked. And I'll look for it. It's here. As I'm talking to you, I'll look for it. Brigham, who is white, initially replied by, that's his problem, he was white, initially replied by saying the exam would not be delayed or canceled and told students to come. They can't cancel or delay these. There is a schedule that these professors have to adhere to from the college. They just can't arbitrarily just say, oh, well, hey, Mr. Chancellor, most of my students, they're afraid to come to class because of some supposed hoaxy type of threat online. So I need to reschedule my exam. Well, the Chancellor and President and the Dean and everything, they're going to come back and say, look, we got a deadline here. You got to have certain grades in. There are other exams that have been scheduled. We just can't float this around. It ends. The semester ends at a specific. What are we going to do? Extend the semester for your class? No, we can't. We got a schedule. You got to keep to it, man. So you go back. I'm sure this is probably what he got. You go back and tell your students, no can do. We got a schedule to keep here. This is not, do whatever you want time. This is called being self-disciplined. What are these students going to do when they're out in the real world and they have a job somewhere and they call up their boss? Hey, boss, can you close today because I know there's a threat against black people today. I'm scared to go out. Your boss is going to say, get your butt to work. I don't care what skin color you are. If you don't come in, you're fired. I need people here working. Really? This is why I say they don't know anything. You can't let these kids run anything because they do not know anything. All they have is this raw feeling that they do not know how to monitor. They do not know how to temper. They can't control it. They don't know how to yet. I was watching a program the other night. It's property virgins. This is the interesting. This girl, she's like 24 years old. Girl, 23, 24. Engineer. She says, I'm a baby engineer. Why are you called a baby engineer? Well, I'm a baby because I haven't been on the job long enough. I don't have enough experience to be called an engineer yet. In other words, even though she may have an engineering degree, she still doesn't know anything. So she's not really an engineer yet. But she's got the basics. She's got the groundwork to be an engineer, but she doesn't know anything. She's not an engineer. So she's out looking for her first house to buy. A very experienced, very successful real estate agent is trying to tell her, what the deal is with the real estate market in her area that she wants to be in, that she wants to buy in, the area that's going to fit her budget. She finds the house that she likes, loves this house. I gotta wait for my dad to come see it. Real estate agent looks at her and says, look, you have to understand the reasons why that you love this house. A lot of other people are going to love this house. It is not going to be on the market very long. So you better get your dad out here fast so you can put an offer on it. Within a week, that house sold. 2 weeks later is when she calls back the real estate agent. My dad wants to go see the house now. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. That house sold a week ago. And now she's going to pout. Oh, why? Oh, this is not fair. Well, honey, that's the real world. You can't wait on this stuff.